Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? My name is Crunchie Bagel and welcome to another Scrunchy Crowley. I'm so tired. Skelly Crunch TV. Today we're playing 3/4 Home. We're just going to get into it. I just found it for about £3 on the Xbox Live, so I thought we'll play it. So let's see what happens, shall we? I've been out here for a while. I've been away with hers for a while. So, as I understand, someone is just trying to get back home in the storm, and things spiral out from there. Mum might be getting worried. She might be getting worried. Well, Mum's always worried. What can you do? Here's me, sitting on the back of a car. Mum, sounds like a storm coming in. Ah, yes, it could be a storm coming in. There's me just sitting on the boot of a car, no fucks given, staring at a house in the middle of nowhere. I should probably get going. Well, yeah, you kind of if there's a storm coming in, but let's see what happens. Oh, I don't know about you, but I can hear crows. Ah, rah, 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 rah. Well, that was worth the dialogue, wasn't it? What's this? It's a house. In the middle of nowhere. Who knows what's about to happen? Let's find out together. So Digirati Distribution and Marketing. I'm assuming that's the company to make it. Oh, and Bracket Games, of course. And as you can see, the storm is just coming in the background. And that's the name of the game, 3/4 Home, as I've already previously discussed with you. Press something. Press anything. Right, new game. Let's do it. Start from the top? Yeah, let's start from the top. Of course, we'll do the main game first because on the Xbox Live, it's the extended edition, so it has an epilogue as well. So, that's what we got. She found a guitar pick on the side of the road. Because you'd be looking on the side of the road for a guitar pick. All these loading screens. This is quick to load. Oh. 3/4. 3/4 guitar pick. Nebraska. That's where we're going home to. We're going home to Nebraska to go back with Mummy. And I think her name's Kelly, if I remember rightly. Oh, we're in the vehicle. Let's drive, motherfuckers! Oh, vibrating. You gotta pick that up? There you go. Drive. Hello? Oh. Oh, I see. So as you drive, you're actually controlling what's going on. Hello? It's me. I was wondering that after all these years you lied to me. Oh, hello. Kelly? Where are you? Oh, there's music. Oh, yeah. Kelly, where are you? I've got to get you home. I'm driving. Oh, Kelly, where are you? So I'm driving. I'm on my way home. I'm on my way home. From where? Where did you go? I just took a drive. In this weather? Why? I need some time alone. I needed to clear my head. I just felt like it. Just need some time alone. Christ, Kelly, you could have told someone you were heading out. God, Jesus. That would defeat the point of it, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's do that. What do you mean by that? Come on, mother, you know what I mean by that. Nothing. I know you're used to living on your own, but now that you're back home, you have to let us know you're going to be gone. See, that's what I would say. Jesus, mum, and not a kid, but let's be kind. That's fair. See, Oh, see, if you take your hand off the accelerator, you don't accelerate the story. So not only are you driving the car, you're driving the story forward. Interesting. See, I knew you were sensible. So where are you at? McCarthy's Field, I think. Way out by the power station? Yeah, I can see it from here. You're a good 20 miles out there. You okay on gas? Oh, really? You either lied to her or say you got a full tank. And I hope so the gas light's on. Yeah, it should be. That should be enough unless the sensor is acting up again. Oh, brilliant. Here's hoping. Well, I'm not driving out there to save your ass if it runs dry. Not in this weather. Oh, thank you, mother. Jesus. Hopefully you don't have to. What were you thinking driving in this weather anyway? What type of mother are you? Leave the woman be. It seemed fine when I left. How long ago did you leave? The clouds rolled in hours ago. This morning? A while? You guys were still asleep? Well, let's go a while. Kelly, it's like pulling teeth to get a straight answer from you sometimes. It was still dark out, alright? It must have been early. Your dad didn't even hear you leave, and he was up by 5, I'm sure. Okay. I didn't see him, or he was out in the garden when I left. Him in that damn garden. He wakes up every day like he's still got a job to go to, and he just spends the day elbow deep in the dirt instead. Bet he can't grow a damn thing. Bless his heart. By the way, the music's nice and funky on this before I carry on. Just gotta enjoy the music. I don't care if she's waiting on the phone. Right, I heard he had a few tomatoes. Give him a break now. Let's go give him a break. Give him a break from far be it from me to say anything to him about it, especially with the way he hovers over those tomatoes like they were children. Oh, Jesus. Has he named them? Might as well have. He's out there right now covering them up with tarp. He said he had to protect them from the storm. Oh, God. What's wrong with your parents, Kelly? Why? Hell if I know. I never heard of protecting a plant from the rain. Is he drunk? He said his leg was hurting him earlier, so it's probably one of those days. It'll be a miracle if he doesn't fall flat on his ass trying to walk out in the mud with those crutches. By the way, at the moment, is it not illegal to be driving on the phone at the same time? Come on. How many has he had? Is it safe for him to be out there? You try telling him not to, especially if he's had a few. That man would jump off a roof if we got to this... sorry. That man would jump off a roof if he got it into his head that he should. He's had a few then. Just a second, I'll check the trash. Okay. Damn, more than a couple, the pain must be really bad. I don't understand it, really. How someone's leg can hurt when there's no leg there, but I'm no doctor. It's called phantom pain. I know what it's called, Kelly. I've been to all his appointments. Must be a bad one. He's 5 beers in already. 5 normal? Only on the really bad days. He's been doing better since you came home. I think he's just been happy to have you around. Oh, that's it. Just put the emotional pressure on me. Fine. What's different about today? It's probably the weather. We haven't had a storm like this all year, so I think it just hit him hard. Does he always drink when he gets back? Does he ever talk about it? What, the accident or the pain? The accident. No, we don't talk about it. One of his co-workers came by to visit last week, and your dad wouldn't even come downstairs to talk to him. Wow, Jesus Christ. Okay. Should talk to someone about it. His doctor told him he should see a therapist, but he might have PTSD. You can imagine how well that went over with your dad. That was a loud fucking crash. He didn't go? Hell no. His pride's been hurt enough. He isn't going to go and see a therapist. Could really help him. Believe me, I know. You'd think with how many times we'd had to take Ben to see them, he'd come down off his high horse. Not so. There's no talking him into it. You can try. By the way, how did the interview go? The one your dad set up for you? It went okay, I guess. Just okay? No, it went well. Bad, actually. I don't know what that mean? Oh, fuck's sake, you can't take one answer or the other. I don't know if I want the job. I got a weird vibe. What, like a cricket vibe? Yeah, it's more standoffish, really. Oh, coming out the field. Might be some hard feelings there. Against me. Not unless they think you're overqualified, but I doubt they really care. I'm talking about everything that went down with your dad. You guys did threaten to sue them? display screen? Maybe. It's been processing for a while now. Could be there holding things up. We could have made more. Could I just stop trying? I love the fact that everything just freezes when you're not even driving. So you actually have to hold the trigger as well while you're doing the job. Maybe. It's been processing for a while now. Could be there holding things up. We have made more money from just suing them and it would probably go more quickly. Dad would never. No, he wouldn't. He's been friends with Hank since high school. But he needs to look at what's happening to his family. I can call them back, or I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help. I know you are. Think you might try to smooth things over with them again. Dad has Hank's personal number. You could just schmooze with him a little, you know. Schmooze? Hang on. Stop the car. Schmooze with him a little? Are you trying to suggest I'm a bit of a whore that would get my knickers around the side of my butt cheek so we can slide it in straight away just because you don't want to get a benefits claim? How fucking dare you? That's just wrong. Anyway, I'll think about it. I guess that's really all I can ask of you. Yeah, Mum, you're a whore maker. But remember, it's only temporary. We need the help now, but I'm not going to let you get stuck here like I did. What do you mean? You can always leave. Yeah. Ha! Your father would never leave this town. His whole family's buried just 2 miles up the highway. It goes back 7 generations. 7 generations? Doesn't mean you can't leave. There's something to be said about having roots. Don't suddenly... Right, I can't just change the dialogue saying there's something to be said about having roots. Doesn't mean you can't leave. What? Leave your dad and your brother? Please. As bizarre as they may be, I love them to death. Couldn't stand to be away from them. Is that what you were really suggesting? No, I meant all of you. I'm trying to reach your dad. But let me watch. Poor big cat. What is he doing now, anyway? I don't know. I thought I heard him come in a minute ago. Lord, where did he get to? How would I know? I'll send a search party. I'll send a search party. Just a second, I'm going to look for him. Okay. David? Hello? David! Mom, why are you yelling? I'm looking for your dad. Have you seen him? I'm assuming this is going off phone. He's upstairs. He was covered in mud. Are you mad at him? No, honey, I'm not mad at him. What's he doing up there? Are you mad because you got mud on the carpet? She just said she's not mad at him. Jesus. Dude, what? Oh, Jesus. What was he thinking? Now she's mad at him. You shouldn't say that he's got mud. Don't get your dad into shit. You only say that when you're mad. He's taking a shower. Okay, you're right. I'm mad now, but not at you. This family is so indecisive. They're either mad or they're not. What's going on? Good. I didn't get mud on the floor. If I got mud on the floor, would you be mad at me? What a stupid question. That depends. Don't do it and we won't have to find out. I wasn't going to. Who are you talking to? Oh, Jesus. How many questions are in this fucking family? Your sister, do you want to talk to her? No, there's a tornado watch. I'm going to watch the news. Well, fuck. Are you sure? Oh, what if... Either yes or no. Take the hint, woman. She's got so many fucking questions, this mother. It's unbelievable. Yes, someone needs to watch the news just in case. Where is Kelly? She should be someone with the basement. Is she someone with the basement? She's on her way home. Oh, God, all these questions. Tell her she said... Tell her she should drive fast, but not too fast. Getting in a car wreck will be bad, too. Not as bad as the tornado, but still very bad. Why don't you tell them? Oh, fucking hell. I'm going to watch the news. Someone needs to watch the news. Oh, for fuck's sake, you lazy cunt, Ben. Sorry, I shouldn't use the C word. I apologise. If you say so, Ben, keep me updated. Did you catch all that? Yeah, loud and clear. Ben's still yelling at me to tell you to drive faster. Fucking hell. Going as fast as I can. Don't get in a wreck now. Oh, slow the car down. What? I like the trees in the background, because the trees in the background are quite Art Nouveau. Let's start the car up again. Don't get in a wreck now. I won't. I wasn't planning on it. The dad tracked mud all the way up the stairs. Christ almighty. I'm not cleaning this up. He can do it himself. Wow, lazy bitch. It could set in if you wait. I'll let you clean it up. Oh, cheeky bitch. I think Dad's got it. Uh-huh. So, how is Ben doing? Oh, you know, he gets sick. You know how he gets when it storms. He's been talking about how it wasn't in the forecast when he hasn't been locked up in his room, I mean. See, all the questions from all these families, they're just nosy bastards. Do not trust each other. They're not just fucking live and let live. See, I couldn't have known about the weather. We could have come home a bit earlier. Oh, for fuck's sake. Sarcastic, accusing bastards. What was Ben doing all day? Writing, I think. That's all he seems to do lately. You sure that's all he was doing? Are you trying to suggest he was masturbating? Oh, Kelly, your brother's not... He doesn't care about that sort of thing. What sort of thing? You don't know that. I guess not. We never really talked about it. I guess he's a teenager. Oh my god, she was talking about masturbating. Listen to you all flustered. We're just trying to get my goat. Yeah, because it's Goat Simulator? I don't know. A little. Can't believe you sometimes. I'm done talking about that. Really? Okay, have it your way. Thank you. So, he was writing? Oh, shit. So, he was writing? Yes, that's all he was doing all day, just writing. Nothing else. See, if you're not going to search his room, you're not going to know what he's doing, let's be fair. What was he writing? Oh, I don't know. He never lets me read any of it. But it's been good for him. He's been focused like I haven't seen him in a long time. Usually he'll focus on something really intensely for a little bit. But he gets so frustrated so easily and gets so aimless. Like with the guitar. He was so into that when you lived here. But once you were gone, he just stopped caring about it, pretty much everything. I didn't know he stopped. Oh, bloody hell. Another cracking thunder. Yeah, maybe a month after he left. He didn't really have anything to focus on after that. It was even worse after we pulled him out of school, until he picked up writing last winter. It's been a blessing. Sorry, one more time. I just like that feature. That's just a cool feature for a game. Anyway. Wow, how did I not know that? Guess you didn't ask, or haven't really paid that much attention. Wow, bitch! I found this guitar pick. Yeah? I was going to give it to him. You can still try to. I just sort of figured he'd still be into it. You can still try to. Oh shit. You were really out of touch there for a while, Kelly. Months without calling will do that. Damn! Wait, here's your father. Oh, for fuck's sake. David, what the hell are you doing out there? I told you I was covered in my tomatoes. This storm's a bad one. I didn't want them to get beat up. Right, I've never heard of anyone doing that, David. Well, Laura, just because you haven't heard of it doesn't mean that it's not a smart thing to do. You track mud all over the carpet too. Look at that. God damn it. I'll clean it up. Sorry. Yeah, you better be sorry, Dad. Dad, you said a bad word. Mom, he's not allowed to say that. If I'm not allowed to say it, he's not allowed to say it. Sorry, bud, you're right. I'll put $1 in the jar. What, you can't say damn? Jesus. That's $27. I get to buy a game when it's $50. That's what you said. Ah, chip, man. That's the deal. Well, Dad, you shouldn't make deals like that. Sometimes I wonder if you do that on purpose. I'll never tell. Who's on the phone? It's your daughter. Well, fucking call her by name. She has a name, you know. That's so. Where is the girl? Again, she has a name. Here, you talk to her. I'm done playing go-between. Wow. Don't you want me to clean this up? Just take the phone. Does nobody want to talk to her apart from her bloody mother? Jesus. Yes, darling. Oh, shut up. This family really doesn't like each other. They really don't. Miss Kelly. Is it really her dad that he's calling her Miss Kelly? Hey, Dad. Where the hell are you? Oh, bloody hell. I'm out by the wind farms. Shit, that's a good 15 miles out in the middle of nowhere. What are you doing out there? God, I'm now 15 miles away. I've done 5 miles in just this one conversation. What are you doing out there? $28. Good one, Dad. Whoops, that one wasn't on purpose. Oh, you do it on purpose. Shh, don't tell you about it. Secret safe with me. I knew I could rely on you, baby girl. Oh, now it's baby girl. You, Dad. You're too grown up for that now, are you? Yes! Yeah, since I was 8. That's news to me. So what are you doing way out there? I went to the old barn. Parents' place? Yeah. How did it look? I haven't been out there since the accident. What accident did he have? It's looking rough. I don't want to see it like that. Like what? All falling down. It's the last link I have with my parents, you know. I don't want to remember it like that. Not on the ground. That's deep for you. What can I say? The storm has me feeling real deep. Ah, shit, this damn leg. Ben here that time? No, ma'am. I better watch it though. He's in one of his moods. From the storm? That, and everything else that's been going on. You know how irritable he gets when he's wound up. You should probably tread lightly. So you still seeing Dr. Patterson? Oh no, there was what do you call it? An incident. Shit or oh no, shit or oh no. Shit. Yep. Apparently, and this is according to Ben, Dr. Patterson was talking to him like he was crazy and dumb. So Ben, lashed out. Oh my god, Ben lashed out. Holy crap. Let's find out what happened. Sorry, I just like to do that. Him? No, he sent a letter. A letter? Yeah, to the Department of Health and Human Services. He didn't. He sure did. Wrote that Dr. Patterson was unfit for his career and should have his physician's license revoked. Oh my god. Oh my god! Needless to say, we decided to find Ben a new specialist. What about school? He's taking some kind of free online classes, I guess. The counsellor at the school said he could get a real high school diploma that way. Are you guys working with him? He's doing it pretty much by himself. Your mum's always so busy at the shop or going around with her applications. And me, well, I get the feeling he thinks I'm too dumb to help him out. He's just a teenager. Of course he is. I don't even know what you mean by that. Your mum still thinks she has to treat him different, but you don't. He hates it when you do. Yeah, she does. Ah, this damn leg. What leg? You haven't got a leg? Are you taking anything for it? No, pain meds. But something else. Maybe a drink. Did you hear that in the music? That suddenly went creepy. Maybe a drink now and then. Sure that's the best way? It's the way that best suits me. Dad, there has to be something else. Would you rather I be hopped up on some encryption junkie pill? Junkie pill? Painkillers, Kelly. I know what you meant, I just... Never mind. This isn't any better. Nobody's cheaper. Not nowadays. So, what about Ben and Mum? What about them? Would you rather hobble around like a zombie? Angry at the world because I can't get past the pain? I didn't mean no. I know what you meant. Listen, this isn't the time to have this conversation, okay? You just need to drive safe. We'll talk about this later. For the past 5 miles, 6 miles I've been driving and talking on the phone. I'm not driving safe. Okay. Promise? I promise, baby girl. Stop with the baby girl. That's predictive text. That's what that is. Okay. So, what were you up to at my parents' place? Reminiscing. What about? Other questions? Us. Things have gotten a little messy around here, haven't they? Could be better. You're damn right they could be. And it will be, I hope. I've been thinking. You don't say. What's going on in that head of yours? Is any of this because of me? What? 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 Oh, the slime. Financial troubles, or drinking, or Ben's issues. Let's go. Financial. How on earth could you be blamed for that? Could have stayed in town, out if I hadn't dropped out. If I hadn't dropped out, then you'd be off making money somewhere else, not here. Besides, we're doing okay. Could be better, sure, but we're not out of the game. Who knows? Maybe our luck will turn around. Your mum can find a better job. My disability can go through. Ben can start seeing his new doctor in Omaha. You can finish up your degree. Hell, my garden might need some poor food. What were you doing out there earlier anyway? I was covering up the tomatoes. Didn't your mum tell you that? Surely. That's weird, Dad. It keeps them protected. Oh, water? No, Kelly, not from water. No, if it floods, we'd have a whole mess of other problems. What from then? A storm like this? We can get some nasty wind and hail. Take the tomatoes right off the vine or bruise them up. That happens, next thing you know, they'll roll off the vine. Or sorry, they'll rot off the vine, I should say. All that trouble for a couple of tomatoes? They need taken care of. Fragile little things, those tomatoes. If you don't watch them rot, we'll set in pretty damn quick. You may think I'm a bit of a fool, but I have my reasons. If you say so, Dad. That all you want is the truth? Oh, hey, Ben. Meteorologists said that there had funnel cloud. Yeah, there have been funnel cloud sightings in the county. Kelly needs to get home. Is she driving fast enough? Fuck me, how many questions of driving fast? Why don't you ask her? I need to keep watching. Tell her she should drive faster. Fuck me, Ben. Jesus. You got it, bud. Ben's getting worried. Are you making good time? I think so. I'm by the high school. We've still got a ways to go then. Don't be reckless, but you ought to beat cheeks. The storm can get nasty. Beat cheek. But you ought to beat... I've never heard that phrase before. You ought to beat cheeks. I'm booking it. As long as you're being safe. So what happened to the school? What about it? Let's do that. They have a football field now? They sure do. They added a second floor too. When did this happen? A couple of years back, I guess. It looks completely different. It's mostly empty from what I hear. There's nowhere near enough kids to fill up the classrooms. Then why did they do it? Oh, because they could. The district got some sort of grant from the state. The wrestling team's won a couple of big championships, so I guess our little corner is starting to get some attention. I guess that makes sense. It was a waste of money if you ask me. Spending so much on high school with barely 200 kids. Investing on our future. Not the future of this place. Most are like you. Run off as soon as they graduate. Ooh! Did you feel the knife in the chest then? Some of us come back. And last I heard, you weren't looking to stick around any longer than you have to. That reminds me, did you ever get back with your pal from high school? Eric or something, wasn't it? I wasn't planning to. Why not? You two were joined at the hip back then. I haven't seen him. Oh, there's got to be some complications. Can't be all that complicated. He's a friend. You should give him a ring. Parents never know, do they? Never know. It's kind of about Jesse. I don't know what my issue... Oh, it's kind of about Jesse. Let's go down this route. Oh, now, what does that have to do with anything? Ooh, we were all friends in high school. Eric really liked... Eric always hated Jesse. Yeah, we're going to do that. Then go in and tell him how right he was. It's no big deal. Problem solved. Wow. They were probably hanging over my head. Yeah, because that's what boys do. Would he really do that? He always seemed like he had his head on straight. I don't. Never mind, you're right. That's what I like to hear. It's refreshing hearing those words. She said you were right, didn't she? She did, and I am. See, parents always fucking around. Uh-huh. But don't give me that look. What look? That one right there. David, you're imagining things. Oh, David, you're imagining things. Why are you fighting? Why not? I was just going into the living room to watch the news. Come on. Okay, they're showing funnel clouds a few miles. Kelly, you know the look I'm talking about, don't you? That glare. You do it too, you know. You are imagining things. No, not you too. Everyone around here is trying to make me out to be crazy. Not crazy, maybe a bit of drunk. I thought we were done with that. I'm only worried. Are those the tornado sirens? Actually, you can just about hear them now. I can hear them too. Tornado, they're showing it on the news. Okay, Ben, you know the drill. Downstairs. I want to watch it on the news. Benjamin, now. Have you ever had that with your... Have you ever had that with your folks that they just shout you by your full name when you're in trouble? It's no good, is it? Plus, again, I love... Stop. I don't know why I just love it. What do you do in this game? Do you know what? I don't know what you do in this game. I'm assuming you get to a certain point and then shit just kicks off properly. But we'll find out properly in a second. Most tornadoes only stay on the ground for a few minutes and travel less than 10 miles. This one is 12 miles away. Ben, now. I'm assuming it's called 3/4 home because once you get 3/4 home, then some shit's going down. Hey, I'm gonna let you go, okay? Thank fuck for that. You've let me speak for about 10 miles. I should focus. You guys get downstairs. Your mum is basically carrying Ben down the stairs. I'm heading down now. Okay, you guys be safe. We will. I'll see. Don't you dare let her off that phone, David. Oh, for fuck's sake. Let me drive. She needs to pay attention to the road, Nora. I'm hanging up. Like how you are. You keep her on that goddamn phone. I'll listen to her get sucked up into a tornado before I have to sit around and just worry about it. Oh, Jesus Christ. There will be so much debris that her phone will be destroyed before you can hear her get sucked into the tornado. Also, you have to put $2 in the jar. She can get a wreck, especially with this wind. How long have you been playing? I don't know. However long the stream's been going on. Probably about 15 minutes now? You'll probably be able to hear her get in a wreck. Unless the phone got thrown from the car or it was crushed. Okay, bud, enough of that. You're going to give your mother a heart attack. Okay? Ask her if she can see anything. Bryce, Nora, here, you ask her. Talk to your mother, Kelly. Okay. Kelly, can you see anything out there? You mean a tornado? No, Kelly, I'm wondering if you can see any corn. No tornado. Tornado was east of here. If Kelly went to Grandpa's house, she's northwest of here. She wouldn't see a tornado unless there was another one, which is very possible. I just wanted to make sure, Ben. If Kelly gets sucked into a tornado and gets into a car wreck, can I have a computer? Benjamin! She won't need it. If she's not using it, no one will be. I wouldn't be fair if I couldn't have it. Yeah, I think the missus would do that as well. Okay, bud, I think that's fair. If Kelly gets sucked into a tornado, I'm sure she'd be okay with letting me have her computer. Wow, this family sucks! What about her room? Oh, for fuck's sake. Please, Ben, that's enough. I'll tell you what, we'll leave her room on the table. You never know, we could get some damage here and her room might have a giant hole in the ceiling. If I were you, I'd wait and see on that investment. Alright, that's a good point. Your brother sometimes, God bless him. Let me talk to him. Sure about that? Yeah. Okay, you asked for it. Ben, here, talk to your sister. I don't want to. Oh, fucking hell, you're asking for my room. You best talk to me and tell me why. You can ask her about that computer. Let me have the phone. Dad says I can have your computer if you crash or get sucked into a tornado. Hey, Benji. Don't call me that. You know I hate it when you call me that. My name isn't Benji, it's Ben. Sorry, I forgot. Don't do it again. I won't, I promise. You said that last time. It won't happen again. Mum and Dad are arguing in the corner. They don't think I can hear them. What are they arguing about? Mum thinks we should be in the storage room on the east side of the house because she says it's further underground. Is it? No, one of the walls is already halfway covered. She's also afraid that the water heater in here could explode. If that happens, we'd be killed even if we were in the other room. We'd burn to death. Wow. Morbid. So you guys are in the safest room? We are least likely to be killed by a tornado if we're in this room. But there's no guarantee in either room. Tornadoes and debris are unpredictable. Sounds like you've thought this out. That's just common sense. Are you scared? Yes. I can tell. How? You're not even here. I'm your sister. I don't understand what that has to do with it. Call it intuition. I might have given you some kind of a clue. Intuition is just deductive reasoning that people don't realise they're doing. Astute. I really don't feel right. Sorry, Benji. Promise that you wouldn't call me that. Shit, I forgot. We're not allowed to say that word. Do I have to pay $1? Yes, that's the rule since I told Dad to eat shit. Now I got into trouble and now everyone has to pay $1 if they swear. You just said it. Mum and Dad aren't listening. I am. You gonna tell them? I still have to pay $1? Yes. Then I guess I will. Then I lose $1 and I'm saving up for a new game, and that's not fair. I won't tell if you won't, but then I don't get $1. But you don't lose one. Okay, you don't have to pay the $1. I knew we could agree. Shit. Hey! Just don't call me Benji again. I promise. If I get your promise this time, I really don't feel right. Anything I can do to help? How? We can just talk. What about? See, this game's slowly picking up, I think. You've been writing a lot lately, haven't you? Yes. Do you want to read me one of your stories? Why? You're in the car on the phone. Like how we used to tell stories to each other. All of my stories are upstairs, but it's dangerous to go upstairs during a tornado. I didn't think about that. No, you didn't, did you? I wrote one today, I could tell it to you. Alright. Are you ready? I'm ready. Because I don't care what it's called. A village sat in a wide valley cut high into the mountains. It was a place of plenty, a gash of green in the otherwise cold slate rising above on all sides. Those living in the village called the place... Suddenly getting quiet. Have you noticed that? Those living in the village called the place view... Let's turn the music off. Those... thought those would... who... I can't get my words out, sorry. Those living in the village called the place view. Though those who lived higher in the mountains... burly miners digging from precious glints of yellow and blue called it the trough. Those in the valley resented the use of the name, but meekly allowed its use by the hardly mountain folk. The people of View, or the Trough, had lived there for centuries. They were mostly farmers, though a fair number of merchants made a home in the valley for most of the year, save for the month when they would venture upwards into the mining towns to sell the harvest bounty at a premium. They would return home with bags filled with chips of yellow and blue tied to their fine leather belts, clinking brightly with their wealth. The next year they would trade half of their shining flints to the farmers for a share of the harvest that they would in turn cart out to the mining villages yet again. Why is their car they're talking about stairs? Because you're on the phone to your family and you're actually in the car driving home to the family they're talking about. Food flowed up and outwards from the valley, and the yellow and blue would trickle down, gathering... What the hell was that in the background? The hell was that in the background? I saw a flash of something in the background. I swear I saw a flash of something in the background. Anyway, this continued for hundreds, perhaps thousands of years. Dozens of generations of farmer fathers and merchant sons were born, grew wealthier with the mountain's precious stone, and were buried beneath the plush pasture of the valley. Until the beast descended. Mining folk in the higher reaches of the mountains had passed tales of the beast around for as long as their history stretched. At the highest peak in the northeast mountains, they said lived the beast. It watched in all directions through slit eyes, judging those below, biding its time until it would enact a righteous calamity. It was a nightmare of immense and terrible power, the miners would whisper. It was also a patient creature. It would wait until it felt the world below had become irredeemable before unleashing such destruction that its judgment would be fulfilled. It was simply biding its time until an age of selfish sin before cascading down an era of sickness and madness, of fire and char and blood. Nice. And one day, after hundreds of generations of farmers and traders had lived and died in the valley, it appeared in view. The beast had risen in the trough. It appeared without warning, with neither sound nor fury. It was simply there. Curled atop 4 legs, steaming breath rising from a black maw, leathery wings folding in on its hulking shape, it towered over the centre of the village, ominously silent. It did not move. It did not even seem to be living, save for the seeping steam billowing from its slime-sick snout. The village's warriors were called to arms, the ceremonial horn echoing off the walls of the valley, aching towards a pregnant silence. After a moment's stretch, then they rushed towards the beast, their spears angled at its massive form. The rest of the village watched from the safety of embroidery drapery as the spears splintered against the beast's hide, the honed blades shattering like glass. The warriors fell to the earth, crying out with their arms as splintered as their spears hung lifeless by their sides. The beast did not stir. The village's warriors were buried the next morning, having perished during the night. Those who tended to their wounds would later claim their eyes turned black, as if their light was leached from within. The people of View or the Trough gathered to discuss what was to be done. The beast slumbered, but for how long? Why did it sleep? And perhaps most worrying of all, how had it arrived in the valley? Not a soul had seen its arrival. It was almost as if the thing had simply materialized in the centre of the village, or some proposed it had emerged from the earth itself. But if that were the case, how had the soil, their valuable rich rare earth, the source of their plenty and their affluence, birthed such a terrible creature? The villagers wailed for their plight. We would have done nothing to deserve this, they cried. We should not have to carry this burden. Some were quick to suggest leaving. But where would they go? The villagers decided to stay in their valley. The creature slept and the creature breathed. With each breath, its skin rolled, animating the thorny black scales into a rolling obsidian briar. By the way, I hope she has this on speakerphone, because driving and having it right next to your phone, next to your ear, is not good. Anyway, the villagers... But it did not rouse, it did not move, it did not rain terror from the skies, nor did it consume children by the score. It slept. The people of View considered sending an envoy to appeal to the miners of the mountain for help, but they knew that they would receive none. So the farmers continued to tend to their land. The merchants made their yearly milk trek up to the treacherous straits to collect what little chips of wealth the miners had collected in exchange for the farmers' yield. Year after year, however, there seemed to be a little less. A little less harvest, a little less yellow and blue passed around to the snowy alcoves carved from unforgiving rock, a little less green in the valley, a little less light. This continued for 20 years, until the day it began to rain. The people of View, or the Trough, watched the clouds roll in not from the south, whence the clouds usually arrived laden with water from the faraway sea, but from the north, where there was but ice and stone and mountain. The rain draped the valley in this dampness that did not relent, but instead crept into every corner. The mountains themselves seemed to sweat and pour water into the valley. The water carried with it a quiet rot. The first harvest after the rains began producing a meagre crop, and what little could be gathered was black with mould before the merchants had a chance to trade for their yellow and blue. Their livestock fared no better. The animals began developing weeping sores that became infected and killed with a quick fever. Now, let me stop the car 2 seconds. So I have a feeling that this narrative is kind of a parallel narrative to, obviously, the tomatoes and what's gone on previously. But this is a guess for now. Let's see what happens. I'm assuming the beast is a tornado. That winter, the people of the Trough, or View, watched one another waste away as they began to starve. The people of View could delay asking for help no longer, sending an envoy into the mountains to appeal for assistance. They found the miners deserted. The people of View were truly on their own. The next harvest was worst. Every last crop had turned mealy and infested before midsummer. By the end of the season, the last of their livestock were dead. The people of the Trough watched one another descend into a state of hungry madness, devouring the rotting wood, slowing from their homes in slimy heaps, and their fine leather belts that once had yellow and blue, now sprouting spores of black mould. The village and its residents were rotting away. Hold on. My controller just vibrated. That can only be an ominous thing, right? A group of villagers approached the beast after the last of their livelihood had perished, slogging through the swamp of wayside mud to make a plea to the beast. We are sorry if we have offended you, mighty creature. We offer ourselves to you in hopes that our sacrifice will satisfy your hunger. In unison, the villagers submerged themselves into the tarry mud, suffocating in the muck. Beasts slept. As the rains from the north continued into their 3rd year, the few remaining people in the Trough began to prophesy about the beast. It had come and brought with it great devastation, they could agree. It had brought the rains from the north, and it had brought a rot to the village that would not relent. Squatting in what little remained of their crumbling homes, they dreamt of the day that the beast would be satisfied, when it would wake and leave their valley and allow them to farm the land. They dreamt of the day that the miners would return, bringing with them their precious bits of wealth. The time will come, they said, when the beast will wake from its slumber. What's that in the background? Oh, just a bird. And spread its wings, reaching from one end of the valley to the other. And with a beat of those mighty wings, it will ascend aloft and a squall, which I'm assuming is that in the background, if you can see. And the wind will lift away our rot. The villagers waited for this day to come. A generation came and went, born into the rain and long rotten into the mouldy dirt. The few survivors had long abandoned hope that the beast would return in its mountain perch. It was perpetual, a manifestation of their sin. The beast slept. Until it did not. The day the beast awoke, the villagers celebrated, then watched it stretch its long, horrible form into shape, hides shuddering as it shook the decades of rain from the thorny scales. They sang to the beast as it stood uncertainly and reared on its haunches, unfolding the scarred leather wings from one end of the valley to the other. The time of the beast's departure had finally arrived, the time he had come for the cleansing wind. Beast beat its wings, emitting a tired and ugly groan as it lifted from the sodden earth. With a final sigh, it shot high into the air, sending a great gust of wind through the valley that topped what dismal dwellings remained haphazardly standing. The valley was wiped clean. The villagers were knocked from their feet by the rush of the wind. As they struggled upright, they felt the sun on their skin for the first time. They rejoiced, their pale forms dancing in a pitiful display of frailty. They could return to the ways of their ancestors. They could know plenty. They planted their first crop before the grass had even greened, with a newfound acuity for the hunger pains that plagued them constantly. But the grass did not wax green, and the crops did not grow. The decades of rains from the north had left the earth poisoned. There was no going back. They wept, convinced that they were doomed by their ancestors' actions, that the beast had punished them for some forgotten guilt. Their rot had been lifted, in its place sterility. The sun shone, but it was upon a new land, a land turned to jagged, unforgiving slate, where perhaps bits of yellow and blue could be scavenged if one dug deeply enough to find a petrified leather belt. That's the end. Thank fuck for that. You remembered all that? I don't have it with me to read. I obviously remembered it. Did you like it? I did. I'll print you a copy. What are you doing at Grandpa's house today? Oh, going back to the fucking questions. Whoa, don't you want to talk about the story? No, if you liked it, that's all I wanted to know. Oh, you can see it's getting slightly darker now in the background. You don't want any feedback? You liked it, so that means it's good. That's feedback. Let's answer questions. What? What inspired you to write that? I wanted to write it. Fair enough. And what made you want to? I just wanted to write a story. Fair enough. Will you answer my question now? I answered yours. I was just visiting. But there's no one there to visit. I just wanted to see it. Oh? Why didn't you ask about a minute ago? You were still asleep. You could have woken me up. True. Did you want to go? Not really. Well, there you go. That's why I didn't wake you up. Did you find anything there? Something for you, actually. Oh, what was it? A guitar pick. Why would I want a guitar pick? Really old. Lots of things are old. I don't really care. Oh, nice. We can play together. I don't want to. Okay. You can keep the guitar pick. I don't want it. I will. Are you crying? I'm just sad. Is it because a Jesse person kicked you out of your house? Ben, I don't. Or is it because you had to move back home since you couldn't find a job? Mum and Dad are worried about both those things. They think you're sad because of them. Ben! Okay, Ben, give me the phone. Ah, so Ben just told you how shit went down. I see. And as you can see, it's getting darker. Kelly's crying and I want to know why. I know, honey, but let me talk to her, please. Come here, bud. Help me wind up this radio so we can listen to the weather report. Did I do something wrong? Yes, Ben. Yes, you did. You're a naughty boy, Ben. You're a naughty boy. Did I do something wrong, Kelly? No, you're fine. Go help Dad. Okay, I'm sorry you're sad. Hey, Kelly. Are you okay? I'm fine. I don't believe you. Yeah, of course you don't, because you're my mother. Don't want to talk about it right now. Okay, are you close to home? I can't tell. It's got really dark. Okay, are you close to home? Gosh. I can't believe the sirens are still going off. This might be the longest tornado warning we've ever had. They're saying 2 more have touched down in the county. Ooh, we're going into big tornado territory. Listen, when you get home, we'll all sit down and have a talk. I think we need it. I like that. You really can't tell where you are? 5 miles out, maybe? Oh, here we go. Game on. We're three-fourths home. This is where shit goes down. Okay, make sure you... What's that noise? Kelly, I'm going to have to let you go. Bye. Oh, hello. Am I suddenly being abducted by aliens? Oh, wait, I can see my windscreen. The hell? Mom? Mom, you're breaking up. Oh, Ben, good. Oh, shit. Shit's going down, son. By the way, I just stopped the vehicle. And it stops everything. Shit. Oh, here we go. Something's about to happen now. After driving bloody 3/4 of the way home, we've driven 15 miles, we stopped. No longer controlling the narrative. What's going on now? I'm genuinely confused about what's going on now. Obviously this is a narrative type of game. With the art style, with the black and white. I genuinely don't know what's going on. That's actually the main story completed. So I genuinely don't know what I've just played. It's obviously we're in the credits now. Okay. I'm assuming it's more for the art style and narrative of the story that you play the game for rather than any action. I genuinely don't know what to tell you. What we'll do is we'll do the epilogue on another show, I think, because I genuinely still have to process what's just happened with me. But thank you very much for watching. Thank you for watching live on Twitch. We have a YouTube channel which is Scully Crunch TV, SCULLYCRUNCH TV. Please find us there, like, subscribe us. We're also on Twitter, Scully Crunch TV, at Scully Crunch TV. I'm at Crunchie Baglin. My partner Scully the Slayer is at Scully the Slayer. Please like us, find us. We do a lot of videos, we post them up as much as possible. This will be going up if I figure out what the hell just happened. But until next time, always love, always hugs. Toodaloo, motherfucker.